tomorrow's child. Protect the land from the greed of man. Take out the dams, stand up to oil. Protect the plants and renew the soil. Who's gonna stand up and save the earth? Who's gonna say that she's had enough? Who's gonna take on the big machine? Who's gonna stand up and save the earth? This all starts with you and me. And fossil fuels draw the line before they build one more pipeline. And fracking now, let's save the water and build a world for our sons and daughters. Who's gonna stand up and save the earth? Who's gonna say that she's had enough? Who's gonna take on the big machine? Who's gonna stand up and save the earth? This all starts with you and me. Dam the dams, save the rivers, start the takers and feed the givers. Let's save the world, let's build the green, we're the people known as Earth. Who's gonna stand up and save the earth? Who's gonna say that she's had enough? Who's gonna take on the big machine? Who's gonna stand up and save the earth? This all starts with you and me. Yes, thank you very much. That's a Neil Young song, which is it's featured on the Story Tour album, which came out in about 2016, I believe. He's made quite a lot of albums since then. with an environmental theme in mind, you know, saving the earth, you know, human rights, etc. But the reason I'm doing this, and I'm putting this out today, this will be going on my YouTube channel. It's just coming up to midday now on the 27th of September, and I'm down here on the Isle of Wight. And I'm trying to get a message out, like a lot of other people are, about the serious situation we have in this country at the moment, and it's imminent. It's the fracking situation. Right at this present time, the front line is up in Kirby Misperton, which is in the Vale of Pickering, which is just south on the southern edge of the North Yorkshire moors. Obviously I have an affinity with the place because I was born in Stockton-on-Tees, which is just north of the North Yorkshire moors. It's about 30-35 miles maybe north. And I am going up there on Thursday the 12th. I'm driving up there, I'm putting this message out, I'm going to share it to a few Facebook friends here in the south and up in Stockton-on-Tees. I've got a few up there. And I'm going to be going up there. I'm taking the car up and I'm hoping to get a car share so I can get a few people involved, because I'm only a working man, and you know, it's all money out of pocket for me at a time when I could do without it. But this is imminent, and I think there's more important things than money. So especially this. Yes, North Yorkshire, Kirby Misperton, at the moment there's a protection camp there, just not far from the well site, the KM8 well pad. That's KM8. You can find out more if you get on Facebook and go to the Kirby Misperton Protection Camp, or get on YouTube and go to the Ian Crane website, which is Ian Crane. Well, just click on Ian Crane and you'll find it. It's Humanity versus Insanity and Fracking Nightmare. That's two of the main things he's got on that channel. But it's anyway, if you get on Ian Crane, you'll find more, because he's there, and him in particular is the broadcasting live streams every day and updates, and it's getting pretty serious up there with the police, who seem to have trained them to go in and facilitate the oil companies, oil and gas companies. In this case, it's Third Energy, who are actually have already got a well drilled in Kirby Misperton, and who is it? Ali Burton, the engineering people, are going in there to actually get down there and get the fracking done. You know, anybody who knows about fracking knows what I'm talking about. But they drill down, then they drill horizontally underneath the ground through the shale rock. They put chargers down there, blow all the shale, frack it, fracturing, hydraulic fracturing, and then they pump millions of gallons of water under high pressure, water mixed with carcinogenic chemicals, etc., etc., and they pump that down there under very high pressure, which opens the shale even more, cracks it more, gets up there, and allows them to pull the gas back out. But they have to pull the water back out first, but they only retrieve about 40-50% of it at the most, and the rest of it, well, we know from evidence from America and from southern Australia, well, Queensland in Australia, that it's devastating. It absolutely contaminates all the water aquifers, ruins agricultural land, the water. Look up in, well, if you go to Ian Crane's channel, or just go onto YouTube and look up voices from the gas fields, not Gaslands, that's America, but that's another one. But this one's really good, because Ian Crane's an Englishman, and he's went over to Australia, made this video a couple of years back, and he's got you know, footage in this country of our politicians, that's Cameron and Osborne, who fast-tracked this fracking thing in this country a couple of years back, and it's coming to an imminence now, because they intend fracking at Kirby Misperton in North Yorkshire before Christmas if we don't stop them. And that's why I'm going up there, and I'm hoping when I share this to Facebook and a few friends up there, you'll all come down there. I'm going up on the 12th, so that's a Thursday. I'll be there for the, you know, 12th, 13th, 14th. You know, that's like a long weekend. Yes, and I'm hoping to lend them some support. I'm going to take my guitar up, and I'm going to do a gig on the Kirby Misperton Protection camp. If I think they've got a stage there, and if they let me, but I'd love to do that, to give them all some support, because it's not only youngsters and what a lot of people call triggers and environmental terrorists, etc., which this government has been trying to label the protection, the frack-free protection communities, which, by the way, we've got about 400 or 500, even more now, all over the country, because they intend rolling out right across the country, south and north. But right at this moment, they're really waging war on the north, because right across the north, west and east, licences, the only thing that's stopping them drill in the middle is the Pennines. But either side of the Pennines, you've got to over in near Blackpool, Preston New Road, there's a fracking well just gone up there, but they're having problems. That's another company. But this one in Kirby Misperton, they're all cowboy companies. They don't know what they're doing. They're saying it's regulated and it's safe. It's not regulated. The government have deregulated it, so it's basically saying they can regulate it themselves. And Halliburton have got a really a bad record. I don't know if you remember the Blue Horizon oil disaster in the Gulf of Mexico several years back, where the oil rig blew up. That was Halliburton, and they've got them into this. And they say the geology just won't take it, simple as that. North Yorkshire, it's about a kilometre away from Flamingo Land, Scarborough's not far away. I mean, Scarborough and the local residents and villages around that area, I don't know, is it 80,000 or more? They'll be without water, and make no bones about it, it'll happen, but it won't become noticeable until anything up to 2 years after this has happened, because it takes a while, and maybe sooner. But they're going to have a serious situation up there, where the people of Scarborough and that area and all the villages around there will be devastated. All the water aquifers will be completely contaminated, because when they pull this stuff back out and all, when they don't get it all out, but they do pull it back out, they're also pulling out lots of other things from what's down there. It's deep down, this shale rock, and it's got the radioactive materials and all sorts in it. They're bringing all kinds of crap up, and it causes earth tremors, earthquakes, arable land, agricultural land, forget it. They won't. They create a chemical wasteland, and they want to unfold this right across the country, because to frack shale, you need thousands of wells, not just one. But we've got to stop the first one and hopefully get legal representation. There's a handful or more people actually taking various companies to court, and any judge in his right mind who relies on his own integrity would not let this go ahead. It's obvious that he's being corrupted by the oil companies, the corporates, who are also controlling the Conservative government we've got here, which are in the pockets. They're controlled by the corporates, as simple as that. And people like Rupert Murdoch, who's printing the Sun, and is it the Daily Mail, several papers, he's getting a load of really bad propaganda out there, along with the government, the TV, the BBC, the tool of the government. This social media is a tool of the people, and that's why I'm on it and trying to get this message out to as many friends as possible. And I hope those friends will share this too, because if we don't stop these people, I mean, they intend fracking by Christmas. Third Energy, they've got Halliburton in to get the fracking thing sorted. They have to put a liner down the well, and they put these charges down. It's serious. A lot of flares, methane gas flaring off, lights, it's serious industrialisation. And they intend doing it right across the southern Weald as well. They've already got test wells in Leithhill and Broadford Bridge and various other places. I think the Irish government have finally put a moratorium on it. But Savage Javid lifted the moratorium up in Preston New Road in Lancashire, after Lancashire Council banned it, put a moratorium on it. What can I say, And the Northallerton County Hall, most of the committee in there were Conservatives, and they give the go-ahead for this Kirby Misperton thing last year, So all I can say is, Neil Young's on the case, you know, worldwide, and this is going to go worldwide actually. Mind you, my YouTube channel is not exactly viral, but it does get some hits, and I'm hoping we can get the message out the world, not only, but basically we need to get up to England. I mean, they've got licences here on the Isle of Wight. Perroton Farm in Arroton is the first well here, but it's not imminent, you know, it could happen any time, like, but it's not imminent. But that would, the Isle of Wight, the geology of the Isle of Wight, it's got a fault line on right through the middle of it. It's insanity, total insanity. Anyway, I think my 20 minutes has probably gone, and it might have run off this, but that's what I'm doing. I'm going up there on the 12th. Hopefully some of my friends from Stockton will come down, and some of my friends from the island will go up. Maybe we'll get more than one car, you know, and lend some support to these people. The local people, old women and men, you know, they call themselves Jerry activists. You know, they're up there locking on gates and stuff and doing things, you know, above the call of duty really, but they care for the environment, and they're not terrorists. They're all people. We're going into a police state here. They're training these policemen. Some of them, I know, don't want it, but they're in a job, aren't they? But I think they should start refusing to do a few things, basically, because it should be they should be facilitating peaceful protests, not the oil companies. That's what they're there for, to protect the protesters, really. And the protesters, it's law that they can make a nuisance of themselves and stuff, and, you know, do slow walks on lorries and, you know, slow things up. It's not against the law. Yet they're pushing people in ditches, they're doing all kinds of crap, slinging girls to the floor, you know, and having to be carried off to hospital, some of them. Well, one of them did the other day. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I hope I get this message out, and I hope people understand. You know, I'm not I'm not a radical. Well, I am pretty radical, but I'm not. I think we need to get this Conservative government out. This is the main thing. I know we've got the Labour Party conference on at the moment. I haven't really had time to watch it, but I mean, they slated Jeremy Corbyn, didn't they, in the Sun? Rupert Murdoch again. You know, was trying to take over Sky News. That'd be millions of people are going to be getting this propaganda into their homes if he does that. You know, we need them out. Jeremy Corbyn showed what can be done. He showed that he's not a waste of time. In fact, in my opinion, he's our only hope, because he's the only man who cares, really. Along with the Labour Party, you know, Social Democrats. You know, the Social Democrats of the Labour Party I'm talking about, you know, and I think all the rest are starting to toe the line. Otherwise I think they're going to have to go elsewhere, in my opinion. That's my opinion. You know, everybody's got their own opinions. That's my opinion. Anyway, I hope you've listened to this and you're going to share it. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.